Reishi is rejected by Alexis Mattil. The set, the strike, the score. Bring out the brooms, because that's a sweep for the Falcons. Welcome back to McGrath-Phillips Arena here at DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. For all BGSU sports news and updates, including the recap of this volleyball game between Bowling Green and DePaul, go to BGFalconmedia.com or BG_FMSN on Twitter. Got my words a little bit mixed up there. Bowling Green and DePaul Blue Demons on the court now. Sydney Hernandez, Lindsay LaPinta, Jordan Newblatt, Amanda Otten, Alexis Mattil, and Lauren Hovey, the starters for the Falcons. So what Bowling Green is looking for today, apart from climbing above 500, they sit at 4-4 right now after the win yesterday against Brown. That brought them back to 4-4. They're trying to climb above 500 for the first time since they beat Chicago State on the first game of the year. So this will be a big momentum swinger for the Falcons, not only to come away with a winning record overall, but to come away with a winning record over the weekend as well. Abby Cahill back for the Blue Demons to serve. Nicely handled by LaPinta. Across to Newblatt. Newblatt outside of the line, and DePaul takes their first point. So something we saw there, and that's going to be key throughout this game, is bettering the ball. Lindsay LaPinta received that cleanly, but did not get the ball in a good position for Amanda Otten to make a good set. BG definitely trying to look to do the same thing as well. Point goes to DePaul on the net violation by Amanda Otten. Again on a bad bump by Jordan Newblatt. So DePaul leads 2-0 right now. Cahill for her third serve in a row. Newblatt handles again, but knocks it way back over. From Krasowski, across. Otten knocks it up into the media counter. Alexis Mattil gets it back. DePaul mounting their own attack into the net. BG can't handle it. DePaul takes a 3-0 lead, 3 straight points, sending Cahill back behind the line. Miscommunication by the Falcons, not being able to better the ball. Lauren Hovey kept the ball alive, diving into the media counter here at McGrath-Phillips Arena. Beautiful serve from Cahill right off the net and over. Looks like Daniela Tomic might challenge something real quick. Or I apologize, it looks like Lindsay LaPinta got hurt in some way. Maybe got hit in the nose, eyes started watering. She's back on the court doing all right. Hopefully LaPinta is okay for right now. Cahill back behind for the service. No aces on the year. LaPinta to Otten, back to Hovey. Hovey, bad bump. DePaul keeps it up, but gives a free ball back to BG. Hovey with the set, Otten with the second. Back to Mattil. Mattil blocked. Fantastic block by Jill Presley and Allie Kindleberger, and that'll force Daniela Tomic to take an early timeout. 5 for DePaul, 0 for Bowling Green in the first set between Bowling Green and DePaul University on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future in a world that's changing fast. Do play and laugh. Do win and lose. Do it all with confidence, kindness, and strength. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life, what matters to me is that you keep doing. Inspire kids to do at 4h.org.
BG starts out soft. DePaul starts out hot. They lead 5-0 here in the McGrath-Phillips Arena in Chicago, Illinois. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. Cahill again for her service. LaPinta Hernandez, miscommunication by Otten and Hernandez. Otten thought she was going to get the second touch, but ranged all the way back to the back line of BG's court. And that sends the 6th point of the match to DePaul. So Cahill again has not surrendered her service. LaPinta, good bump. Otten, good set to Newblatt. Newblatt off the block, out of play. BG takes their first point. That'll be a big one for the Falcons. First kill off the block, getting the monkey off the back. Getting some confidence and some decisiveness for the Falcons. So here we go, Mathilde behind the line. Cahill. Blocked by Hovey and Andrews. We should be seeing a lot of that today. We saw a lot of it yesterday with Andrews and Otten. This time, Hovey and Andrews got up for it. Outstanding stuff from the Falcons. They take 2 points in a row, 6-2. DePaul still over Bowling Green. Mathilde's serve is long. Smart play to leave it by the libero Rachel Krasowski. Mathilde checks out for LaPinta. LaPinta, Hernandez, Newblatt, Hovey, Otten, and Andrews. Strong back row for the Falcons with Hernandez, LaPinta, and Newblatt. We saw it just there. Hernandez quick to Andrews, knocks it down. 7-3, DePaul still over BG. Timeout for Daniela Tomic, reaping fruits as it did yesterday. That sends BG's best server behind the line, Lauren Hovey. Up and over, Krasowski mishandles. The libero can't do her job. Lauren Hovey gets another ace. That's her first of the day, 16th of the year. 7-4. I apologize. Right over the net. Krasowski mishandles again. 2 bad bumps by Krasowski. 2 aces for Lauren Hovey. After trailing 5-0 before the timeout taken by Daniela Tomic. Now the score is 7-5. BG with a fighting chance. Hovey trailing by 2. Krasowski handles this one, but not in a good spot. Across to Yvers, to Otten, and back across. Krasowski, the bump set, blocked by Otten and Andrews. The duo we saw a lot yesterday. 7-11 over the middle, downs the ball. Andrews' second block of the game already. Otten's first. Hovey targets Krasowski and overpassed over the net, down from Andrews. Krasowski, his struggles, forces head coach Marie Zidek to take her first time out. Will stay through on this one. BG's on a 5-0 scoring run. Now they've tied the game 7-7. DePaul and Bowling Green tied in the McGrath-Phillips Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Jessica Andrews with her second kill right there. Jordan Newblatt with one from Allie Kindleberger on the side of DePaul. BG makes some mistakes early. They were down 5-0. Some bad bumps right off the line. LaPinta got some, but not great opportunities for the hitters. They started getting good opportunities from the hitters. Now they've been attacking a little bit better, and it also doesn't help that Rachel Krasowski has found it hard to receive a serve early in this game. Either that or the services from Lauren Hovey are just so strong. She had 90 service aces coming into this year. She has 15 this year. I believe she's up to about 19 now. Less than 20 away from establishing the BGSU single or all-time record in career service aces. She's only a junior, and in the rally scoring era since 2001, she is ranked 5th. So BG heads back onto the court after the timeout taken by Marie Zidek. 7th season for the head coach from DePaul. Lauren Hovey with the 5-0 scoring run. The lefty, ball in the right hand. Up and over the net. Krasowski gets this one. Set from Kujimat. Across, kept alive, over into the media table. And BG takes their first lead of the day, 8-7 BG over DePaul. Yavuz couldn't handle that one. So that'll send Hovey behind again. 6-0 scoring run for the Falcons. Just keep extending it. Krasowski again, maybe over Set across, and the point will go to Bowling Green on the net violation. Kujamat got a little bit too antsy. She is only 5'5". Quite a small setter. On the opposite side, Amanda Otten is 6'3", playing the same position. Amazing the disparity between heights in the game of volleyball. Maybe threatened by Jessica Andrews just a little bit, who got her hands up. Kujamat across now, tipped over by Presley. A little bit of a shoddy shot there. Amanda Otten bumps it over, finds good spot, but handled by the Blue Demons. Tips up. Newblatt, set from Hovey to Newblatt. Newblatt just has to set it over. Kujamat across the quick over the middle, can't be handled by Lindsay LaPinta. Point goes to the Blue Demons. That was still a good play by the Falcons. They were caught a little bit off guard, got a little bit out of position. Had to give up the free ball, and DePaul ended up capitalizing on it. Megan Scholl's in the game now, as well as Abby Cahill. Hernandez comes up for the serve. Bump from Otten. Strike from Newblatt. The ball is long. That one was close. Sydney Hernandez. Looks like she's calling for a challenge, but I don't think they'll get it. It looked to me like it hit the line. But head coach Daniela Tomic not willing to sacrifice her challenge early in this game. On the replay, it did look like it hit the line, but no challenge for the Falcons, so the point will go to the Blue Devils. 10-8. Strike. Hovey keeps it up to Otten. Way across to Tyler. Tyler received by DePaul. DePaul's been good on the first touch so far. Klemp is blocked. Off Otten. LaPinta. Set from Otten. Across to Tyler. Tyler off the block and finds a point. 11 for BG. 8 for DePaul. Fantastic play by the Falcons, sticking with it, being able to take the point on the first or second volley. Lauby serve, spiked by Jessica Andrews. Overset from DePaul, rejected by Andrews. 12-8 BG. Down 5-0, now lead. Krasowski, back across. Presley, wow, that ball is long. Can't tell if that ball was actually out or in. See if they might challenge. It looked to be quite close. Powerful right hand from Jill Presley. She's very shoddy, but she will fire at the open holes. It's what the scouting analysis says. She fired down the line there. LaPinta to Otten. Back to Andrews, finds the floor. Fantastic spike from Jessica Andrews. 13-9, BG over to Paul. Just had a nice little swipe out to the outside, cutting across her body. Amanda Sager had no chance. Miscommunication by DePaul. They get it back over off the net. Daniela Tomic catches it. Point goes to DePaul. Jessica Andrews already at 4 kills early in this first set. Tyler to Otten, back to Tyler. That ball is out, just inches. BG's inches away from a couple more points their way. That one may have just missed the outside. Krasowski, handled by Tyler. Back set from Otten to Mattil. That is really working. That was luck that they were able to keep it alive. They have to give the free play back to BG. Otten across to Tyler. Reception, back across, blocked by Mattil. She goes up twice. Lets it go, falls outside. BG takes the point. That ball hung in the air for a long time. Amanda Otten told to leave it, does leave it. Fell outside the blue line in the McGrath-Phillips Arena. And that'll send Otten back behind the line, up and over. Krasowski to Sager. Sager blocked, Mattil keeps it up. Set from Otten to Tyler. Tyler has to get it around the antenna, but can't do it. It tips the antenna on the way over. DePaul will take their 12th point. 14-12, BG over DePaul in this first set between the Falcons and the Blue Demons I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network here in the McGrath-Phillips Arena in Chicago, Illinois for the final game of this DePaul and UIC Invitational. Tyler again, a service target. Set from Otten. Blocked by DePaul, but on their own side. Strong left hand from Lauren Hovey. Caught it just on the right side of the hands of what looked to be Jagmer Yavuz and Ali Kindleberger. Lauby and Tyler sub out. Tyler on the back row was a service target, but all 3 bumps that she had were on the money, and they got 3 points from them. 15-12. Sends Hernandez to Krasowski. Kujamat ranging across, blocked by the Falcons. DePaul gets a second chance. Kujamat across. Hernandez can't get down far enough. Nice strike from Lucia Junko. Junko goes back behind the blue line for her service. She's got 2 aces and 2 errors on the season. This one is neither. Otten to Newblatt, blocked. DePaul's middle blockers have really been on it today. The scouting report says that they are slightly undisciplined. BG's not being able to switch up their looks. They're going to the outside hitter a lot. Hernandez, perfect. Otten the back set. As I say that, blocked, and Hovey gets the kill. Luisa Junko and Ali Kindleberger not able to block it in time. Lauren Hovey really doing a good job of going low and to the right on those blockers' hands to spin it along the net on the side of DePaul. Sends Mattil back. Received. Kujamat. Wow, Jill Presley with an absolute stringer of a spike. BG keeps it alive. Kujamat again back. Blocked! Jordan Newblatt got up. The ball got down. Number 8 with this solo block. She had 1 yesterday. She's already got 1 today. 17-14, BG over DePaul. Kujamat the setter, again back. Handled by Hernandez. Back across to Newblatt. Newblatt tries to chip it over. Kujamat to Krasowski. Krasowski. Wow, that ball was long, very close. But it looked like Sydney Hernandez might have hit it with her hand. Daniela Tomic picks up the green card, walks over, and will use her challenge to say that Sydney Hernandez did not touch the ball. Looking at it on the screen right now, did not touch any of the blockers. Looked like it didn't touch Sydney Hernandez. It's going to be a tough call for the official to make. Had a lot of topspin, got over the blockers, didn't look like it had any side spin. It just matters if Sydney Hernandez on the Ole play touched it on his way out of bounds. It landed clearly out, so there's no challenge on that. The score will be 17-15 if the play stands, and it did in fact hit a player in brown. The ball looks like it cleared Andrews and Hovey. They knew they didn't touch it immediately. No question from them. Hernandez didn't look like she touched it either, so it looks like the point's going to be going to BG. Hopefully 18-14 is the score after this challenge from Daniela Tomic. Jessica Andrews has 4 kills on 4 attempts. She is perfect from the attack. Also has 4 blocks as well. Jordan Newblatt second with 2 kills. Lauren Hovey with 2 as well. Hovey has 2 aces, 3 digs, and a block. Newblatt with a dig and 2 blocks. Amanda Otten has recorded 7 assists already in this first set with a block for her as well. Again, I can't stress enough how crucial the middle is going to be. We're seeing it on this play. I cannot imagine that that ball touched either Jessica Andrews or Lauren Hovey, but again, my opinion doesn't matter. It's up to the official to call. He's taking quite a while to make this. That's justification for how close the play actually was. On the side of the ball, Jill Presley has 2 kills on 7 attacks with a dig and a block. Megan Scholes has 2 kills as well. Luisa Junko has 1. Ali Kindleberger has 1 as well. A couple of middle blockers up there on the kill charts, as well as Jessica Andrews for the Falcons. Alexis Mattil led the Falcons in kills yesterday with 14. She has yet to register one nor does she have any blocks, but she's had a couple of good services. She's got 2 digs. She's got 2 attempts, 1 error on the attack. Official has made his decision, blows the whistle, point stays DePaul. And they say that it hit Sydney Hernandez on the way out. That's what he said. Hernandez says no. Coach Alex Del Piombo says no as well. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I think that's a bad call. I didn't see it myself. 17-15, Bowling Green over DePaul. Head coach Danielle Tomich voicing her concern over that call. Newblatt pounds it down, takes the point back. Ball don't lie, says Bowling Green. Lauren Hovey back behind the service line. Again, the lefty. 2 aces today already, chasing the record since 2001 and career aces as only a junior. Krasowski hands it up. Jill Presley just has to give it up. BG with a free play. Have to capitalize. Otten to Newblatt. Newblatt finds the floor. Very tough on that spinner to handle. Abby Cahill, the freshman defensive specialist, only 5'7", but not able to get low enough. Number 14, Lauren Hovey back again. Strong attacking Krasowski. Kujamat to Presley. Presley, easy bump, handled, quick over the middle. Andrews missed it. It cleared the net though. Newblatt tries the backside of the court, but can't get it. This one off the block and way out. Amanda Lincoln Park caught that one. So DePaul storms back again, 19-16, BG over DePaul. And the first set in the McGrath-Phillips Arena. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. That sends Amanda Sager, the freshman setter, behind the line. Kujamat and Sager, the 2 setters for the Falcons. Andrews gets out of the way to leave it for Hernandez, but miscommunication. It finds the floor. So an ace for Amanda Sager, her first of the year. Sager again. Newblatt, good bump. Otten betters the ball to Newblatt. Newblatt in the floor. Finds the point. BG's the first one to 20. 20-16. Jordan Newblatt subbed out for Isabel Lauby. Mia Tyler in for Sydney Hernandez. So the front now for the Falcons, Otten, Tyler, and Andrews, quite a lot of size. Hovey, LaPinta, and Lauby, quite a strong back as well. Wow, that was a hummer. LaPinta couldn't handle it. I can't blame her for not being able to handle that one. Jill Presley stepped into that, couple of steps, put a lot of power on that. We need a radar gun here to tell how fast that ball was moving. Presley again, strong. Lauby overpassed it. Andrews couldn't get down enough. DePaul takes another point. 20 for Bowling Green, 18 for DePaul. Their 3rd point in a row. Jill Presley on that screamer a minute ago reached 3 kills on 9 attempts. Lauby handles this one. Otten set across to Tyler. Tyler finds the floor. Good diving play by DePaul to keep it up. But they have to leave it back across. Tyler again, kept up by LaPinta on the block. Tyler for the 3rd time, tries to find the floor but can't do it. Sager keeps it up. Across, up. Otten, LaPinta. LaPinta the bump, back to Tyler. 4th try, can't find the floor. She's tried 4 times, missed all 4. Wow, Lauren Hovey with a good dump. Tyler for the 5th try, she's blocked. Lauby keeps it up. Tried to be saved by Tyler, but no cigar. I said in the pregame, if BG keeps these volleys going late, it's really tough to mix up the looks. Daniela Tomic has to take a timeout. We'll step aside again. 20 for Bowling Green, 19 for DePaul, and the first set between the Falcons and the Blue Devils on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Let it slip, it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
BG up 20-19 in the McGrath-Phillips Arena, DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. BG up 20-17 at one point. Allowed 2 points for DePaul on misplays by the Falcons, so Danielle Tomic decided to take a timeout. Smart play as the serve goes right into the net from Jill Presley. So the point will go back to BG. Mattel in the game for Andrews. LaPinta back behind the line. So 21-19 now. Falcons chasing a first set. They got the first 2 sets yesterday against Brown, dropped the next 2, but dominated in the 5th to take the full match. This one off the block. Hovey keeps it up. Can Otten get there? No, she can't. Ball goes too far into the media table, and DePaul takes the point. 21-20, BG over DePaul. Krasowski with the serve to Laube. Up for Tyler. Tyler blocked, 6-packed as Otten. LaPinta dives, can't pancake it, hits the floor, and DePaul ties it up. DePaul leads early, 5-0. BG storms all the way back, leads 20-16 at a point just a few moments ago. Now the score is tied back 21-21. Mattil, absolute screamer. The ball is bumped out of play. So BG will take another point. 22 for the Falcons, 21 for the Blue Devils. Amanda Otten. Krasowski back across. Wow, strong spike through the seam. Luisa Yunku. Yunku gets credit for the kill. 23 for DePaul, 22 for the Falcons. DePaul is ahead. The scoreboard didn't update in clear enough fashion, so it is 23-22. Laube, perfect. Otten, even better. Hovey finds the floor. Point to BG, they tie it back up. Defenders come in the game for the Falcons. Sydney Hernandez and Jordan Newblatt in place of Laube and Mia Tyler. Laube getting a lot of playing time lately. Sydney Hernandez dominating early, but now Laube is split time with Hernandez coming off the bench as a defensive specialist. Now Hernandez, Krasowski, Kujamat almost blocked, but a free play for the Falcons. Hernandez, perfect from Otten to Hovey. Hovey gets the kill. Same spot as before. And that'll force Marie Zidek to take a timeout for DePaul, and we'll take it with them. McGrath-Phillips Arena, 24 for Bowling Green, 23 for DePaul on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Hey, son, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, Pops.
What's on your mind?
I can't explain it. Navigating without a compass, eyes waiting, started to wonder. Metamorphosis, loss of who you thought you is.
When your kid can't find the language, help them find the lyrics. Listen to the Sound It Out album and get tips and tools to start a conversation at sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by Ad Council and Pivotal Ventures.
Everyone knows texting while driving is a recipe for disaster, but other forms of distract driving, like changing the radio station, putting on makeup, or talking with the passenger can be just as dangerous. This is Trooper Tony Shirley of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Bowling Green Post. Every time someone takes their eyes or focus off the road, even for just a few seconds, they put their life and the lives of others in danger. Distracted driving is unsafe and the consequences can be devastating. Help us drive to save lives, never drive distracted.
Lauren Hovey with 2 kills in a row. That puts Bowling Green back on top, 24-23. Set point for the Falcons. Hovey, when you need her most, really shows up. She's got 4 kills now on 6 attempts, batting .667 on the day. 4 digs, 2 aces, 1 block. Already outstanding stuff from the junior. Sydney Hernandez for the serve. Received. Kujamat across the middle. Blocked by the Falcons. And BG takes the first set. 25-23, the final score in this set. We'll read you some stats before we step aside. Jordan Newblatt, 5 kills. Jessica Andrews and Lauren Hovey with 4 apiece. Mia Tyler with 1 kill. Alexis Mattil with 1 of her own. 4 blocks for Andrews, 2 for Jordan Newblatt. BG ended that set with a 3-0 scoring run. DePaul themselves, Jill Presley with 3 kills. Megan Scholes with 3 as well. Allie Kindleberger with 2 kills. So we will step aside once more, bring you the second set. BG leading in sets 1-0 on WBGU 88.1 FM. Don't go anywhere.
Standing up for what's right. Helping out when things go wrong. Seeking the truth and speaking our minds. Not just making records, but breaking them. Leading the way behind the camera, beyond the runway, and on the silver screen. Not just making our mark, but making a difference. Now that's a job for a Girl Scout. Girl Scouts, preparing girls for a lifetime of leadership.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The average time a resume spends on an HR manager's desk is 7 seconds, and most of them are tossed aside. Now imagine if one of those resumes belonged to Yasmin, who was
living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
We rely so much on a resume, yet it could never tell the full story of someone who
had to be independent and take initiative. And that's how I handle every project I get.
Discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org. Brought to you by Grads of Life and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
BG drops the Blue Devils in the first set, 25-23. They now lead in sets 1-0 in the McGrath-Phillips Arena at DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. For this game's recap and all other BGSU sports news and updates, go to bgfalconmedia.com or BG_FMSN on Twitter. That's bgfalconmedia.com or BG_FMSN on Twitter. And give BGSU Volleyball a follow on all social media platforms as well. Just look up the name, you'll be able to find them. Again, like I said, BG takes the first set 25-23. Lauren Hovey led the way at the end. She got 2 kills in crunch time to put the Falcons back on top from down 23-22 to then up 24-22 and leading the way for an attack error by Allie Kindleberger that ended the set for the Falcons. They ended that set on a 3-0 scoring run and send the same lineup back onto the court. Hernandez, LaPinta, Houghton, Mattil, Hovey, and Newblatt. So Hernandez holds on to the ball. Coming into this weekend, she had 5 aces. Some very strong serves from Hernandez, although she doesn't have a lot of power behind it. They attack Abby Cahill on the back row, and it pays off. A couple of players that the Falcons are going to really try and attack on the services. Cahill being one, Kujamat being the other when she's on the back row, and Luisa Yunku. When they're on the back row, BG's going to be trying to pepper them. This one is sent long, but aiming for that same spot. Abby Cahill again. Falcons tied 1-1 with the Blue Demons. Allie Kindleberger behind again. Standing set. To Hovey. Hovey gets the kill. 5 kills for Lauren Hovey. She ties Jordan Newblatt for the most on either side. 5 kills on 7 attempts for Hovey today. Mattil behind. Gets it to Rachel Krasowski off of the head of Alexis Mattil. She looks to be okay. The attack by Megan Scholes finds the floor. Kujimat and Yavuz off. Amanda Sager, the freshman setter, in and back for DePaul. They run 2 setters, Kujimat and Sager. Sager quite a large margin bigger, about 4 inches. She lays out for this one, but can't get it off the hand of Jordan Newblatt. You know, the middle for the Falcons has been outstanding. Newblatt over a little bit toward the middle this time, but Otten, the setter, at 6'3", Jessica Andrews at 6'4" in the middle. Alexis Mattil not short herself, just about 6'2". Set, across. LaPinta, wow, diving play, but can't get it back in play for the Falcons. Two to 2 the score. Bowling Green tied with DePaul. BG is up 1 set. Jill Presley with the service. To Newblatt. Newblatt to Andrews. Andrews into the net. That should be an attack error from Jessica Andrews on the slide across. She tried that a lot yesterday. Had very little success with it against Illinois Chicago. Had a lot of success with it yesterday. She was one of the team leaders in kills. Jessica Andrews lets that one go, but Hernandez doesn't have a good look at it, lets it fall. DePaul up 5-3 over Bowling Green. Jill Presley again with the serve. She's got 8 aces coming into this series. Another strong one, but no ace on that. Otten set to Newblatt. Newblatt tries to force it down, but kept up. Krasowski across to Klemp. Klemp is blocked, and it stays in play off the hands of Klemp again. So BG takes another point, shortens their lead to 1, 5-4 DePaul over the Falcons. BG wearing their brown jerseys today with the black pants and orange shoes. DePaul with white, black pants and white shoes. BG going right to left across your radio dial, and that's what we see out of Belle Lauby as she hits a nice strong serve. Across to Klemp. Klemp is blocked, can't fall. Presley keeps it up, but leaves the free play for the Falcons. Otten tries to force it down, but kept up. Krasowski now to Klemp. Klemp into the net, attack error, and the point goes back to BG. They tie it up 5-5. Attack back to Belle Lauby. Has a lot of success on services today. Hits Krasowski. Krasowski mishandles. Yuku can't get to it in time, and BG takes their lead 6-5. Krasowski, one of the names that you're going to be targeting. A lot of names that you could be targeting on services. Kujima, Yunku, Krasowski, Cahill. Back set to Klemp. Klemp is blocked! Tyler and Andrews. 7-5 Falcons. That's exactly what we wanted to see out of the Falcons today. Krasowski, set. Blocked! Jessica Andrews again. And that'll force a timeout to be taken by Marie Zidek, head coach of the Blue Demons. 8-5, BG over DePaul on WBGU 88.1 FM.
BGSU men's soccer travels to Highland Heights to take on the Northern Kentucky Norse on Tuesday, September 17th. Check out BG_FMSN on Twitter X for live updates and BGFalconMedia.com for the recap and highlights.
When someone hears the words, "You have cancer," it's one of the darkest moments in their life. Light the Night brings light to the darkness of cancer by uniting survivors, patients, and supporters in the cause to end cancer. We form a community of hope, raising funds in support of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. The discoveries made by LLS-supported research have led to breakthrough treatments for many cancers and other serious diseases. When we walk, cancer runs. Join the movement to end cancer today. Visit us at lightthenight.org.
Coach Zidek of DePaul Volleyball giving a pep talk to her team after surrendering 5 points in a row to the Falcons. BG down 5-3, now leads 8-5. Bowling Green Volleyball here in McGrath-Phillips Arena in Chicago, Illinois, on the campus of DePaul University. This is a home game for DePaul, even though it is an invitational. USC and DePaul sponsor this one. Krasowski mishandled. Presley keeps it up. Can they knock it over? Krasowski can, but it exits the court. 9 for Bowling Green, 5 for DePaul on the miscue by Rachel Krasowski, the libero. Bell Laube again attacks Krasowski into the net. They have to force it back over. Set from Otten, way across to Tyler. Tyler's blocked. It finds their side of the floor. Rachel Krasowski looks relieved. She had a bad bump, left the free play for the Falcons, but the block takes the point for DePaul. Krasowski to Laube, to Otten, a little bit off system. Andrews doesn't have a good hit. Back to Klemp. Klemp almost blocked. Laube trying to set it up, but can't do it. Got a little bit too low, didn't have her hands outreached. We'll see who Krasowski targets here. Bell Laube, normally a player to target. She goes for her again. This one perfect to Otten, to Tyler. Tyler keeps it up with Sager. Krasowski across to Presley. Presley leaves the free ball. Back across to Tyler. Tyler off the hand of Presley. Can Krasowski get there? Yes, she can. They keep it alive. Gets back on system. Otten forces it down. Tries to get it over. Presley keeps it up. Klemp has to dump it back. 2 dump plays in a row for DePaul. Otten to Tyler. Tyler is blocked. Otten keeps it back up. Hovey has to leave it over. 3 dump plays on this play. This time DePaul has the upper hand. Laube to Otten. Back to Tyler. Tyler is blocked. It finds the floor. DePaul extends the play and reaps the benefits. 9 for Bowling Green, 8 for DePaul. The scouting report is paying off, saying that DePaul loves to extend plays. They do. They like to be unpredictable. They're good in that realm. BG needs to start taking points on the first 1 or 2 volleys. Klemp leads it over, tipped up. Laube to Otten. Hovey from downtown. Can it find the floor? Yes, it can. Krasowski couldn't get there in time. Diving into third base, but doesn't reach the bag. 10 for BG, 8 for DePaul. Andrews, Newblatt, and Hovey, 5 kills apiece for the Falcons, all of them above 270 in hitting percentage. Amanda Otten reaches over. Did she get it? Yes, she did. She smacked it down. Again, another bumping error by DePaul. Krasowski has really struggled. Only 5-3. She gets targeted again. Across, blocked by the Falcons. Presley, again, across to Sager. Out of play, off the block of Amanda Otten. DePaul now chases only 2, 11-9. BG leads in sets, 1-0 in the McGrath-Phillips Arena. Klemp and Sager off. Kujamat on. She's back for the service. Otten back to Hovey. Hovey, wow, that it was humming. Otten gets blocked. Hovey tries to keep it alive, but sends it out the doors here in the McGrath-Phillips Arena. Otten went up for it to try and win the joust at the net right off of the block. That was a good play by Yavuz just to keep her hands up there as long as she possibly could. Kujamat again, targets Laube. Otten back to Mattil. Mattil off of Kujamat, gets the point. Mattil doing the same that Andrews did yesterday, running that slide to her right toward Lauren Hovey's normal camping spot, and then shoots it across. Kujamat to set, back, saved by LaPinta. Back to Otten. Otten finds the floor. On the second touch, just knocks it over. Otten after the kill back. Number 11 to Krasowski, to Kujamat, to Presley. Did she get it in? Yes, she did, right on the line. Perfectly placed from Jill Presley. She's definitely been DePaul's go-to. That's her third kill on 13 total attempts. Batting 150, 4 digs, 1 block. When they're struggling, they try and go to her. When she's doing well, DePaul does well. Otten has to bump it across to Tyler. Tyler tumbling it end over end. Can BG block it? Yes, they can. Did they reach over too far? They did. The point goes to DePaul. Mia Tyler reached back over on the overhit just to try and get it down. Reached too far over the net. Forces Louisa Yunku back. Tyler the bump to Otten. Over the middle. Mattil on the floor. Odd looking play, hit it off the top of the net, and it fell behind number 9, Louisa Yunku, coming in from the service. BG now leads 14-12. Sydney Hernandez, number 1 behind the line. Nice strong, targets Presley. Kujamat across. LaPinta keeps it up. Otten can't get there. Krasowski off. Megan Scholes on as Krasowski was rotating to the front row, which I think wouldn't go very well considering the stature of Krasowski at 5'3". Allie Kindleberger. Service, Otten, Hovey, strong hit. Tries to find the donut, but can't. Back across to Presley. Presley winds up. Otten keeps it up. Can they get it over? LaPinta gets it over deep. Presley back. Kujamat back to Presley, and she finds the floor. Truly the go-to for DePaul is Jill Presley. The 5th year has 1,575 kills coming into this weekend. Over her career, 99 aces, over 1,100 digs, 1,756 points. Outstanding player for DePaul. Kindleberger to Hovey. Hovey's ball is out. Wow, that one was close. I wonder if Tomic is going to use her challenge. Doesn't look like she will. So DePaul takes the lead, 15-14. 3-0 run for the Blue Demons. Kindleberger again, the senior middle blocker out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hernandez, Otten, Newblatt, blocked, off the hands, and out of play. Andrews back in the game to the front row. 15-15. Alexis Mattil again. Handled by Cahill. Kujamat kept up by Newblatt. Back across to Hovey. Hovey's blocked. Did it go out of play? Yes, it did. BG takes the point. It was a good block by Megan Scholes. Get it up, get it to a place where Bowling Green couldn't get to it. Unfortunately, just a little bit outside the line. Hovey knew it immediately. Mattil again. Krasowski, Kujamat, across to Presley. Mattil bumps it off the service. Kujamat again, trying to attack the seam. Hernandez can't get up enough. And DePaul ties it back up. 16-16 the score. Jill Presley, known as a shoddy player, just trying to get it around blocks. She is winding up today. BG's blockers really need to get up and get their hands up as long as possible just to make sure that she has to fire it right into their forearms. Hernandez back to Hovey. Hovey, wow, that was humming. Amanda Sager had no chance. Hovey gets credit for the 17th point for Bowling Green. BG leads 1-0 in the McGrath-Phillips Arena. I'm Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. Krasowski mishandles it. Doesn't know why she would go for that one. Curses herself. Gives Bowling Green their 18th point. Marie Zidek uses their timeout. Sees the frustration by DePaul. And we will step aside as well. 18 for Bowling Green, 16 for DePaul. And the final game of this weekend on WBGU 88.1 FM.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
please be done.
Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Zig Zone, the only radio show dedicated to all things BGSU athletics, returns this Sunday. Join a panel of Falcon Media Sports Network figures as they discuss all things BGSU sports on September 15th at 4 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Blue Demons coach Marie Zidek sends her team back out on the court, as does Daniela Tomic with her Falcons. BG leads 18-16 over DePaul University and Chicago, Illinois. During this weekend, BG dropped the first game on Thursday to Illinois Chicago, beat Brown in 5 sets yesterday, took the first set in this game against DePaul today, and is seeking their second set win of the night. Kept up, Klemp has to knock it over. LaPinta, good. Otten sets it. Can Newblatt find the floor? Great play by Cahill to keep it up. Klemp just has to knock it over. That's 2 free plays on this one for the Falcons. Can they capitalize? Andrews, yes! Off of Cahill. Lauren Hovey leads both teams in kills with 9, tying her total from yesterday in 5 sets. Wow, strong serve from her. Hugs the net. Presley tries to get it over. LaPinta there. Otten knocks it back. Krasowski, Presley from downtown, back to LaPinta, to Otten, to Newblatt. Newblatt pushes it too far. Tries to hit that back left corner of the court, but couldn't get it. Hovey, as I said, 9 kills, 5 digs. Was a kill away from a double-double yesterday. Can she do it today? Sydney Hernandez to Newblatt. Newblatt off the block. Spins out. No, it's in. Good play by Newblatt. Put a little bit of spin on it. Spun it off the hands of Audrey Klemp. And it exited into the bleachers here in the McGrath-Phillips Arena. Belle Laube again. Strong services this game and this series. Back to Aubrey Klemp from downtown, blocked in play. Tyler and Andrews with the block fest. Last 2 games, middle blockers and that front zone for the Falcons, mainly defensively, has been absolutely outstanding. Got a lot of points just on blocks. LaPinta diving, can't handle it, right between her hands. 21 for BG, 18 for DePaul. BG leads 1-0. I'll send Rachel Krasowski back. Aiming for Belle Laube. To Otten. Jessica Andrews finds the floor. Amanda Sager caught on her heels. Andrews now with 7 kills, 8 blocks. Can she get a double-double as well on kills and blocks? Across, spike, on the side of DePaul. BG takes another point, 22-19. Two Falcons approaching double-double territory as the Falcons approach their second set victory. On the line, beautiful serve from LaPinta. Zidek doesn't have any timeouts left. She wanted to use it. 24 for BG, 18 for DePaul. LaPinta again on the line, no, just deep. That was a good chance. 24-20 the score. I believe if the scoreboard in here in the McGrath-Phillips Arena has been correct. BG ends their 3-0 scoring run. Amanda throws it down. Fantastic play on the second touch by Amanda Otten. Just over the line, BG takes the second set, 25-20. We will step aside and bring you back for the third set of action. BG leads in sets 1, 2-0 on WBGU 88.1 FM.
My husband had a gun. Him and his friends would go shooting. When he stored the gun, he didn't know. In a million years, we never thought that Emily could. There's a hole in our family that can never, ever be filled.
65 Americans a day die by gun suicide. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn more at infamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Don't let biased algorithms or degree screens or exclusive professional networks or stereotypes. Don't let anything keep you from discovering the half of the workforce who are stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time to tear the paper ceiling and see the stars beyond it. Find out how you can make stars part of your talent strategy at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Did you know that people born from 1945 to 1965 have the highest rates of hepatitis C, but most don't know they're infected? People can live for decades without symptoms, but over time, hepatitis C can cause serious health problems, including liver damage and even liver cancer. If you were born from 1945 to 1965, the CDC recommends that you get a blood test for hepatitis C. So talk to your doctor about getting tested. It could save your life. A message from the CDC.
Here's a fun fact for you. The average chameleon can point their eyes in 2 different directions. On the other hand, the average human can't. So unless you're a chameleon, there's absolutely no way you can focus on texting and driving at the same time. So don't do it, unless you're a chameleon.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Not too cool for me. And in return, I reciprocate that sentiment. I'll never be too cool for you. I was a man with a plan, but now I'm a dad with a decree, and you can't take that from me. Please let it be noted that I told my job they can dock my pay. Right now, it's just too important to take you to school every day. I want to be legendary for you. I want you to puff out your chest when you go to school, the same way I do. I walk taller because of you, because I found everything to live for.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Don't have time to tune into a BGSU sports broadcast? Falcon Media Sports Network will have you covered with live updates of home BGSU athletic events. To follow along, head over to @BG_FMSN on Twitter X.
BG ends their second set on a 5-0 scoring run, toppling the DePaul Blue Demons 25-19. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network here in McGrath-Phillips Arena at DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois. The final day that we are here calling BGSU Volleyball in the Chicago Invitational. BG's chasing their 5th win of the season, their first season lead, or I should say first time above 500 since they won their first game against Chicago State. Then a loss to Illinois and Cincinnati in that same tournament. They came away last weekend with a loss to Dayton, and then a win against both UMBC, which is University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and Wright State. They lost their first game to Illinois Chicago this weekend, then they won against Brown yesterday in 5 sets, and now chase a sweep in the same situation that they did yesterday. Again, 5-0 scoring run. Lauren Hovey with 9 kills, 5 digs, chasing that double-double that alerted her by 1 kill yesterday. She needs 5 digs and a kill in this set to get it done, assuming the Falcons sweep. Jessica Andrews also with 7 kills and 8 blocks. She needs 2 more blocks and 3 more kills to get a double-double for her as well. 8 blocks total for the Falcons, but I'm doing the math very quickly in my head. 12, 15 blocking assists. Almost everybody on the lineup card has a block, or at least every front on the lineup card has a block for the Falcons. So the orange and brown back on the court wearing their brown jerseys today. Lindsay LaPinta, the libero, wearing white with orange accents. DePaul wearing white with blue shoulders. That's their jerseys with the black pants, white shoes, and the libero, Rachel Krasowski, wearing blue. Beautiful colors, if I do say so, by both teams. Red, white, and blue for the Blue Demons. Orange and brown for the Falcons. 67 attacks for the Falcons, 59 for the Blue Devils. Much better conversion percentage for the Falcons. They're shooting 224. The Blue Devils 186. Point goes to the Blue Devils off the long hit by Lauren Hovey. BG took her foot off the gas a little bit yesterday in the 3rd and 4th set against Brown. Brown was able to take both sets, and then Bowling Green dominated in the 5th when they knew they needed to. Is the ball down? Couldn't tell. No, it is outside. The ball goes to DePaul, so 2-0 DePaul over Bowling Green. But as I was saying, their blockers kind of lagged off a little bit, but in that 5th set, BG really turned on the energy. Jordan Newblad especially. Server serves it into the net from DePaul, sends the service back to Bowling Green. We will step aside for a legal ID at the top of the hour.
Hey, I'm Tyler Kavlitz, and you are listening to 88.1 FM WBGU Bowling Green, home of the Falcon Media Sports Network.
Mateau for the serve, up and over. Long set across to Klemp. Klemp off of Jordan Newblatt and out of play. Very strong cross from the right-hander on the near side of the court. Awkward looking shot, placed perfectly, but Newblatt not able to handle it. LaPinta, Hernandez, Newblatt, Hovey, Otten, and Andrews. Otten set across to Newblatt. Can it find the floor? Yes, it can. Krasowski laid all the way out. Couldn't get the hand under it. Number 14, Lauren Hovey, a feared server in the MAC and across the nation. Right into the net and falls down on the BG side. 3 aces for Lauren Hovey. An error on that one. 3-2 DePaul over the Falcons. Hernandez handles to Otten, to Newblatt. She just has to set it over. Too far of a set from Otten. Bettering the ball is going to be big for the Falcons. Klemp rips it down on the far side of the court and takes another point for DePaul. 4 points for DePaul, 2 for the Falcons. BG's blockers not able to find their tempo, not able to get in system. Otten betters the ball to Newblatt. Newblatt knocks it down. Krasowski had no chance, not able to get down enough. Laube and Tyler in the game. Newblatt and Hernandez off. Laube, again, I cannot stress the strength of her serves enough. She's been put in the game a lot just for services in place of Mia Tyler. This one, another good one, but it's long. It's her first error, actually, of the weekend. Ashley Kujamat, the setter, and the senior out of LA, California. Back behind the line. Ball in left, strikes it with the right, gets it just over. Laube oversets. Did Otten get it down? Yes, she did. The ball had almost cleared the net. Amanda Otten jumped up with all 6'3", reached over, threw it down in the face of Allie Kindleberger. Lindsay LaPinta has an ace today. Did she get it on this one? Tumbling serve, didn't get it over her head. And Jill Presley gets credit for another strike. 7 for DePaul, 4 for BGSU. 5 players for DePaul with 3 kills or more. 3 for the Falcons with 8 kills or more. Otten back to Mattil on the swipe. Did it go out of bounds? Yes, it did. Overpass from Krasowski. A lot of the power eating up Rachel Krasowski today, just not able to keep the ball in the field of play. She's done a decent job at it, but not enough as seen on that one. Otten to Cahill, to Kujamat, back, blocked by the Falcons. Mattil and Tyler get up and down. 7 for DePaul, 6 for the Falcons. Absolutely perfect. Mattil tries to keep it over, but can't do it. Tries to throw it down, but accidentally throws it down on her side. Her and Hovey tag team trying to keep the ball up, but can't. And the point goes back 8-6. DePaul over BGSU. Allie Kindleberger to Lauby. Lauby overpasses into the net. Tyler can't get there, and that's why they're targeting Belle Lauby. She's done a solid job so far, but that serve was tumbling end over end. Tomic showing some strength in her, leaving her in the game. Still in the middle. We'll see if they target her again. They don't. They get it to Tyler. Lauby up to the front for Tyler. Can she get it down? No. Presley gets it back over. Cahill does it. LaPinta. 4 set to Otten. To Mattil. Off of Kujamat. Fantastic play from the Falcons to come from behind. Not the greatest bump from Tyler, ranging away from the center of the court. Belle Lauby with a perfect bump to put it in setting range. And then Tyler with the attack. Krasowski handles this one. Kujamat sets across the court. Presley almost blocked by Mattil and Hovey, but gets it through. 9 for DePaul, 8 for Bowling Green. I'm sorry, 10 for DePaul, 7 for Bowling Green. Mattil and Hovey got up, but a little bit of space between them, spacing just a little bit off. Amanda Sager. LaPinta. Otten. Across. Mattil finds the floor. Good kill from Mattil. That's her 6th kill of the day, encroaching on Newblatt and Andrews, who are tied for second with 8. Lauren Hovey with 9, still chasing that double-double. Krasowski, perfect. Back across to Klemp. Klemp off the hands of Jordan Newblatt. That was humming on the cross court. 11-8. Jill Presley racking up kills. She was at 3, now she's at 6. Overpass and a kill from Megan Scholes on the overpass, and a timeout taken by Daniela Tomic. 12 for DePaul, 8 for Bowling Green in the third set. BGU leads in sets 2-0 in McGrath Phillips Arena on WBGU 88.1 FM.
You came across someone struggling with hunger. How would you recognize them? Would you notice an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for summer break
because she may not be having lunch again until September?
Or a war veteran who's having a hard time landing a job
and getting back on his feet?
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
BGSU women's soccer travels to Muncie, Indiana to take on the Ball State Cardinals on Thursday, September 19th. Falcon Media Sports Network will have post-match coverage on bgfalconmedia.com.
Last night for the Falcons, DePaul leads 12-8 in the after BG takes the first two. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. For all BGSU sports news and updates, go to bgfalconmedia.com or BG_FMSN on Twitter. The kill from Megan Scholes sends Jill Presley back behind the line for her service. Sydney Hernandez to Otten. Otten back to Hovey. Hovey a little spinner, but soft and easily handled. Klemp, tack across court, knocked down from Andrews. Across to Klemp, Klemp off the high one. And Audrey Klemp, I'm surprised she even got that through. It went off the hands of Amanda Otten. Sydney Hernandez, bad bump. Otten keeps it up, but Newblatt has to just set it over. Klemp to Hovey. 2 free plays in a row. Back to Newblatt. Newblatt, can she knock it down? Somebody hit the net. Looks like it was DePaul. Good break for the Falcons, 13-9, chasing 4. BG not able to close out in the 3rd and 4th set yesterday. Trying to do that today, save themselves a little bit of energy before the long bus ride home tonight. Hovey, handled, across to Klemp. Klemp in the court. Beautifully placed ball by Audrey Klemp. That's her 8th kill of the day on 17 attempts. 4 blocks as well, one of the key players. 14-19, BG chasing 5. LaPinta to Newblatt. Newblatt strikes, blocked. Hovey, Otten, back to Newblatt. Newblatt gets it over, but handled. Back to Sager. Sager into the net, and it falls down. Luisa Junku get credit for the error on that. Couldn't get it back over the net. Newblatt out, Lobby in. Tyler out, Hernandez in. One of the subbing crews for the Falcons that'll send Lobby back behind the line to serve. Lobby has an ace. Ace and a dig, her only stats on the day. A couple of good receptions. Back in the court. Yes, Lobby couldn't handle it. Audrey Klemp with another kill. Coach Tomic saying one at a time, one at a time. Just take the points when they appear. BG still chasing 5. Serve from DePaul. LaPinta, perfect to Otten. Otten a little bit behind. Tyler has to throw it down. Back across, nice play. Who hit the net? It looked to be Bowling Green. Bowling Green hit the net, sent the point back to DePaul, chasing 6. Paige Parlanti goes in the game for Mia Tyler. Coach Tomic is trying to switch up blood a little bit. Parlanti had 1 play made and 1 kill yesterday against Brown. Lobby to Otten. Back to Andrews. Andrews tries to tip it into the donut, but can't do it. Otten forces it over, finds the floor. Good play by Otten on the second touch just to get it back over. Find the open space, diving effort from Kujamat, but no cigar. .16 for DePaul. BG chasing 5 with 11. They're up 2-0. LaPinta, Krasowski, across, handled by Lauby. Nice. Across to Otten. Parlanti is rejected. LaPinta, beautiful. Back to Parlanti. Did she get it in? No. The ball is long. 2 attacks from Parlanti. None of them land. 17 for DePaul. 11 for BG, chasing 6. Kujamat, Lauby. Otten throws it down. Grabs it on the set. Knocks it through. That's what you get with all 6'3" of the sophomore setter Amanda Otten. She goes back behind the line into the net, sends the point back. 18-12, DePaul rapidly approaching that 20-point mark. BG has breathing room, leading 2-0. Kindleberger, Lauby, Otten. Across the middle to Mattel, handled by Kujamat. Back to Kindleberger, across to Presley. Presley off the block, Lauby dives but can't keep it up. Daniela Tomic takes a timeout. The score is 19-12 in the McGrath-Phillips Arena in Chicago, Illinois. We'll be back in a minute on WBGU 88.1 FM.
We depend on our drinking water supply daily, but where does that water come from? Your water provider encourages you to get to know your local water source so together we can protect and preserve it. The investments we make as a community to protect our water source now ensure we have a sustainable drinking water supply for the future. Visit drinktap.org to learn more. This message is brought to you by the American Water Works Association and your local water provider.
This season, Falcon Media Sports Network is partnering with WBGU PBS. We will bring you broadcasts of home matches for BGSU men's and women's soccer featuring FMSN's Lucas Kleinmeyer and Henry Costco. Head over to the WBGU PBS YouTube channel to listen in.
Ball 12 for BGSU in McGrath-Phillips Arena in Chicago, Illinois, on the campus of DePaul University, a home game for the Blue Demons. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. BGSU leads in kills 38-31, but have a lower hitting percentage due to 14 more attacks on behalf of the Falcons. 240 for the Blue Demons, 236 for the Falcons. So a close race in that regard. In this set, DePaul leads in kills, has less attempts, more assists, and more digs as well. So BG being outplayed in this second set. Tips over. Parlanti jumping over is Hovey just to get out of the way. Kujamat back to Presley. Presley with the rip. $20 for DePaul. 12 for BG. Parlanti subbed out for Mia Tyler. Allie Kindleberger. 3 points in a row for DePaul. Lauby, good bump. Back to Otten, to Hovey. Hovey off the forearms of Kindleberger and into the net. A lot to ask of a middle blocker on the back row after a service. But nevertheless, the point goes to BG, 20-13. Sydney Hernandez back behind the line again. One ace today for the Falcons. Floating serve. Kujamat across. Presley. Diving play by LaPinta to keep it up. Otten way across to Newblatt. Newblatt can't get it down. Kujamat again, quick over the middle. Otten keeps it up. Hernandez, Hovey, blocked. Good play by Presley and Megan Schulz. Hovey took a rip right into the forearms of Megan Schulz. That sends Amanda Sager, the freshman setter, in for Kujamat back behind the setter line. LaPinta, set from Newblatt to Hovey. Is it in? No, it's wide. 22 for DePaul, 13 for the Falcons. BG chasing 9 now, their largest deficit of the weekend. They lead 2-0. However, dangerously close to dropping this one. Newblatt, bad bump. Hernandez keeps it. Good set bump from her. Resets the play, getting in the system. Otten back to Hovey. Hovey down off the block. Andrews in the game for LaPinta. Clutch play by Hovey. She gets her 11th kill. 6 digs, 4 digs away from that double-double. Play from DePaul. Klemp right in front of Alexis Mattil on the back row. 23 for DePaul, 14 for BG, still trailing 9. DePaul with a ton of breathing room, essentially 8 points before they have to worry about keeping the play going. Jill Presley again behind. Andrews from off the net. Newblatt from downtown. Krasowski handles it. Back across. Free play for the Falcons. Otten to Andrews. Andrews tries to tip it over but doesn't find anybody. Krasowski, the bump set, knocked down by Clem. That sends the Blue Demons into set point. And the Falcons are down to their last kill. Jill Presley has 1 ace today, 8 kills, 5 digs. Can she put this set away? Tips right over, Hernandez, Otten, back to Hovey. Hovey finds the floor. Keeps the set alive as long as she can. BG still trailing 9. Hovey with the left hand up and over. Presley back across to Klemp. Diving play to keep it up by Hernandez. Over and across to Hovey. Hovey, can she get it down? No, she can't. Otten whacks it way long and we'll be switching sides. 25 for DePaul, 15 for Bowling Green. We will step aside for a quick minute in the McGrath-Phillips Arena in Chicago, Illinois on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Don't let biased algorithms, or degree screens, or exclusive professional networks, or stereotypes. Don't let anything keep you from discovering the half of the workforce who are stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time to tear the paper ceiling and see the stars beyond it. Find out how you can make stars part of your talent strategy at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Mom's early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take.
And when I left the Evan-On, we decided together that it was time to see a doctor and make a plan.
Early detection gave us more time to seek out information and support as a family.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, son. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, Pops.
What's on your mind?
I can't explain it. Navigating without a compass, eyes waiting, started to wonder. Metamorphosis, the loss of who you thought you was.
When your kid can't find the language, help them find the lyrics. Listen to the Sound It Out album and get tips and tools to start a conversation at sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by Ad Council and Pivotal Ventures.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. At Children International, we know that the journey to end poverty for good begins first with a child. It starts with their first checkup, lesson, opportunity, job. That journey takes commitment from people like you and me to end poverty for good. Learn more at children.org.
BG's hitting suffered a little bit in that third set. They drop it to DePaul, but still lead 2-1. I'm Ben Korak in the McGrath-Phillips Arena from the Falcon Media Sports Network. We are on the campus of DePaul University in DePaul's home court. And this has been a pretty solid game so far. BG dominated in the second set. They won 25-19 in the first set. A little bit less domination, quite close, but BG came away with the win 25-23. We're seeing shades of what we saw last night against Brown. BG with strong performance through the first two, drops the third one by a pretty decent margin. We'll see if they can prevent themselves from dropping the fourth one as well. Hitting was an issue for the Falcons in that final set, or not the final set, the last set, I should say. They trailed in kills by 1 while establishing 10 more attempts, so just not landing their attempts. They also only added 1 more block to their total, which was the strength of those first 2 sets, was their middle. Jessica Andrews, Amanda Otten, Alexis Patil, and Mia Tyler as well, just being able to get those hands up and prevent attacks from Audrey Klemp, from Jill Presley, who are the 2 go-tos for DePaul and have taken most of the damage from the Falcons today. Klemp has 10 kills, 4 blocks on 21 total attempts, a .333 hitting percentage. Jill Presley has 8 kills on 23 attempts, a .261 hitting percentage with 6 digs, a block, an ace, and an assist. Everybody else for DePaul is 4 kills or below. The Falcons have a bunch of players with a strong amount of kills. Lauren Hovey with 13. She needs 4 digs to get a double-double. Jordan Newblatt with 9 kills. Jessica Andrews with 8. Alexis Mattil with 6. Amanda Otten with 4. Most of that offense coming in the first 2 sets as BG only scored 15 points in the second. Krasowski mishandles the serve from Otten. Presley off the block and out of play, so she takes a quick kill, extends her lead to 11. She leads all DePaul players in the kill department. 1,575 kills coming into this weekend across her career. 411 sets played in the red, white, and blue in DePaul. Otten way across to Tyler. Tyler off Krasowski and out of play. It's going to be key for BG just to stay in this point. They have the firepower to be able to come back from a deficit of 1, maybe 2, but when you find yourself down 9-10 as they did in the last set, your odds of coming back are very small. Hernandez from behind. She has an ace today. Presley handles. She is a target for aces. Across to Klemp, blocked by the Falcons. Kindleberger back. That ball is in. Looked to be wide, but stayed inside the blue line. Good attack from Megan Scholes. 6'3" sophomore out of Tomahawk, Wisconsin. How you know that they're making good passes, especially with Amanda Sager, the setter. Sager again, back to Klemp, long play. Sydney Hernandez can't handle it on the set, just a little bit late, and drops the point again. 3 for DePaul, 1 for BG. As a lot of BG teams, BGVB very momentum driven. Getting momentum back in the game is going to be key for the Falcons. Krasowski targets Hernandez. Hovey knocks it over. Wow, what a play by Lauren Hovey. With the underhand, lifts it over all the way across the net to the opposite side. What a finesse move by Lauren Hovey. Mattil from behind. Krasowski across to Sager. Sager. Wow, what a rip from Audrey Klemp. She has been absolutely outstanding. That'll be her 12th kill of the day. Her and Jill Presley dueling it out for first. Presley at 10. Rapidly encroaching in Lauren Hovey's territory. She has 14. DePaul up 4-2. Kujimat across to Hovey. Hovey off of Presley. When she gets that arm moving and she gets a good set and not blockers in front of her face, it is lethal. Understandably impossible for an ill-returnable spike from Lauren Hovey. Knocks it just over the net. Kujimat to Presley. Presley just top spins it over. LaPinta, bump. Newblatt has to force it over. She does it across the net. Kujimat again, the quick over the middle. And Kindleberger knocks it down. 5 for DePaul, 3 for BG. With a win today, BG extends to 5-4, their first time above 500 since they won their first game of the season. DePaul trying to extend their record to 7-2. Newblatt, diver, and no play. Newblatt with a strong strike. Let's see who that is. It looks like Luisa Yunku couldn't get down enough. The freshman out of Brescia, Italy. 5'10" outside hitter. 10 kills coming into this series. But now her error sends Lauby back. Goes back to BG, but the tip over is out of play, so BG makes no play on the ball. Takes the point easily. 5 for DePaul, 4 for BG. BG leads 2-1 in the McGrath-Phillips Arena. I'm Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. The final of a 3-game series here in Chicago for the Falcons. Lauby's serve is long, so an error for Lauby. She also has an ace today. Amanda Otten already has 35 assists. It's close to her mark from yesterday. I don't know the exact number, but she has been dotting up the outside hitters for the Falcons. There she goes, trying to attack on the second touch, as she does so well, forces Jill Presley to take a free shot. It hits the top of the net, but no BG player was there. Allie Kindleberger back, the middle blocker. Seen some struggles with her on the back row. Should be somebody for Bowling Green's hitters to look to attack. Just to make somebody 6 foot get down and defend. Does Tyler go for her? She does, and Kindleberger can't make the play. Seven for DePaul, 6 for BG. This is what Tomich loves to see. Maybe not gaining, but if you take it one point at a time, being down 1 is essentially like being tied. They're very close. Cahill, Kujima, across. Presley keeps it up. Krasowitz throws it down. The point goes to DePaul as it hits Bell Laube on the way out. BG trailing 2, they have 6, DePaul has 8. Sends Amanda Sager, the setter, behind the line. She has 19 assists, 8 digs, seeking her own double-double on assists and digs. Tyler, perfectly across to Otten. This quick from Mathill. Slides outside, knocks it down. Amanda Otten for the set while BG trailing 1. Presley sits down to make that bump. Klemp finds the line, which is in play in the game of volleyball, so we will play on. 9 for DePaul, 7 for BG. Daniela Tomich telling her team, don't do too much. Just be simple. Allow them to make their plays as long as you make yours. Jill Presley targets Tyler. Otten, Hovey way deep. That one might have ended up in Lake Michigan, and that'll force Daniela Tomich to take a timeout. We'll take it with her. 10 for DePaul, 7 for BGSU. BG leads 2-1 in McGrath Phillips Arena on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom!
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Blue Demons attempting to even out the game at 2 sets apiece. They are now trailing 1 set, but lead the Falcons in 3 points in this 4th set. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. For all BGSU sports news and updates, go to bgfalconmedia.com or BG_FMSN on Twitter. Jill Presley from behind, controlled by Laube. To Otten and thrown down by Alexis Mathill. Nice soft touch, just found the open floor. Very much a confident play from Alexis Mathill. That's how you know Bowling Green is coming out very strong. Hopefully they can click within the next couple minutes, not get down by too much. DePaul only leading by 2. Very manageable for the Falcons. Hernandez for the service. To Presley. Back across. Set to Klemp. Blocked by the Falcons. Hovey and Mathill send it back. (10-9). Once again, Daniela Tomic's timeouts placed perfectly, reaps fruits. Hernandez, back to Sager, back to Klemp. Klemp into the net. BG takes another point and tie the game. 10-10 for the Falcons. Another service for Hernandez. That's 2 in a row. See if we can go 3. DePaul looking over. Otten back to Mattil. Mattil off Krasowski. Krasowski can't handle it off the forearm, and Mattil gets credit for her 9th kill. Hovey has 15, Newblatt has 10. Those are the double digits for the Falcons. Mattil knocking on the door with 9. Andrews not far behind with 8. Hernandez's service is long, but the damage is done. 3-0 scoring run for the Falcons. That ties the game 11-11 out of the timeout by Daniela Tomic. Rachel Krasowski again, searching for who she's gonna aim. It goes to Hernandez. Set from Otten, perfect across to Newblatt. Krasowski keeps it up. Klemp, it'll be a dump play from DePaul. LaPinta to Otten. Can Hovey capitalize? Yes, she can. Diving play by Sager to try and keep it up, but too far away. BG leads by 1, 12-11. Alexis Mattil, no aces today, and she gets one right there. Big play for the Falcons. They go up by 2. Jill Presley caught on her heels. She is a service target for the Falcons. See if she goes at her again. Nope, this time she goes at Krasowski. Sager across, blocked by Andrews. Yes, ma'am. 14 for the Falcons, 11 for DePaul. BG trying to put it away in the 4th set. Controlled by Presley. Sager to Klemp. Klemp, did it go off the fingers? It goes to BG, no it did not. And a timeout will be taken by Marie Zidek. 15 for BG, 11 for DePaul. When we come back, we'll have the end of set number 4 on WBGU 88.1 FM. Don't go anywhere.
Did you know that people born 45 to 1965 have the highest rates of hepatitis C, but most don't know they're infected? People can live for decades without symptoms, but over time, hepatitis C can cause serious health problems, including liver damage and even liver cancer. If you were born from 1945 to 1965, the CDC recommends that you get a blood test for hepatitis C. So talk to your doctor about getting tested. It could save your life. A message from the CDC.
Look through your children's eyes to see the true magic of a forest. It's a storybook world for them. You look and see a tree. They see the wrinkled face of a wizard with arms outstretched to the sky. They see treasure in pebbles. They see a windy path that could lead to adventure. And they see you, their fearless guide through this fascinating world.
Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
A 4-0 scoring run for Bowling Green. They lead 15-11 over DePaul Blue Demons. I'm Ed Korak from the McGrath-Phillips Arena at DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois. For all BGSU sports news and updates, including the recap of this game, go to bgfalconmedia.com. Alexis Mattil controls the ball. She sends it over now to Presley. Presley plays it. Wow, what a kill from Kindleberger. Allie Kindleberger, the middle blocker, quick over the middle. So she shortens the lead to 3. Bowling Green's lead to 3, 15-12. 2 sets for BG, 1 for DePaul. That sends Ashley Kujamat back, the setter. One of 2 setters. Amanda Otten has to knock it up. Newblatt, strong hit. Back across. Yavuz keeps it up. To Otten, can she find the floor? Presley controls it. To Kujamat, again to the Yavuz. Did they block it? No, they didn't. It stayed on their side. Newblatt and Andrews got up, a little bit of size disparity, forced it toward outside the blue line. Ashley Kujamat again. 2 aces coming into this game. She has none so far. None this time. Hovey off the block, out of play, but the point still goes to DePaul. I wonder if Hovey touched it on the way down. Yagmur Yavuz and Allie Kindleberger have been a wall today, showing great discipline, which is slightly unexpected from myself in Bowling Green. Hernandez to Otten. Otten perfect to Hovey, and she's blocked there too. Same play, same people, Yavuz and Kindleberger. And that'll tie the game at 15. Very good fourth set. BG has already reached the point that they did in the third set. They only scored 15 there. It scored 25 the 2 before to win both. They lead in sets 2-1. Andrews off of Kujamat on the ground. Too strong for Kujamat. Hovey with a 1-point lead. Krasowski across, great play. Phenomenal play over the middle by Allie Kindleberger on the quick. That's her 7th kill of the day. Yavuz, Otten to Andrews. Andrews tries to find floor. Krasowski intercepts it. Back to cross. Newblatt in position. Bump from Hernandez, killable, and it is. Newblatt takes the kill off of the bump from Sydney Hernandez. Perfect passing. BG making poor plays or making plays on the ball that result in bad situations and able to bounce back and make good out of nothing. They take the serve back, leading 17-16. Lauby, good. To Cahill. Presley's got no play, just dumps it over. Otten back to Andrews. It's out of play! Off the block of Jill Presley. And Marie Zidek is forced to take another timeout, and we'll take it with her. 18 for BG, 16 for DePaul. BG approaching that 20-point mark on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
If you suffer from COPD symptoms like shortness of breath and fatigue, where do you turn? There are medications and oxygen, but do you know about pulmonary rehab? 3 out of 5 COPD patients have never heard of it. Pulmonary rehab is an exercise, education, and support program that gives you tools to manage your condition, and Medicare typically pays for it. So whether it's grocery shopping on your own or just walking across the room, pulmonary rehab can help you. Visit livebetter.org to find out about your options for pulmonary rehab today.
18 for Bowling Green, 16 for DePaul and McGrath Phillips Arena at DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois. I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network. BG leads 2-1, trying to send DePaul back to 6-3 as an overall record. BG trying to advance off the block. DePaul keeps it up on a great play, so does BG. Hovey, set, Andrews finds the floor. Right in the donut between all 6 DePaul players. And it looks like Zidek will challenge whether or not the play was actually a point for Bowling Green, possibly whether or not Jessica Andrews hit the net on the way over. We're going to take a look at this one. BG currently leads 19-16. If it's overturned, the score will be 18-17. So a big swing if the call is overturned. We'll see the replay here. see if it's a clean play. We'll watch all the way through. Set, strike, blocked. Somebody hit the net. It might have been the ball that hit the net. Couldn't tell on that one. Block kept it up. We might have seen it there. Tough to say what they're challenging, whether it was a play or a ball earlier in the volley that did not end in the point, or that final volley that ended in a point. We'll see it again right here. Kill by Yavuz. Did they hit the net? No. So it went arm, ball into the net, and saved by DePaul. So that should stand as a clean play. So the play will stand, according to the official. So 19-16 is the score. No switch back and forth. And Zidek loses her challenge for the set. Big swing for the Falcons. They're on a 3-0 scoring run, chasing 20. They need one more to attain that 20-point mark. First one to 20 has won every set today. Bell Lauby, Krasowski, good set to handle it. Blocked by Andrews on their side though, and they don't take the point. That'll send Kindleberger back again for the serve. She's got an ace, 7 kills on 13 attempts, 2 assists, 1 ace, 1 dig, and 6 blocks, doing a little bit of everything. Attacking deep, service ace for Kindleberger. That's her second of the day. Hit just the line, BG let it go. Split the seam, BG maybe miscommunicated, maybe just thought it was gonna be long. Either way, it's a point. Flat-footed serve from Kindleberger. She gets it over, targets Lauby. Otten backs that to Andrews. Pass is way long from Kujamat, and it goes out of play. BG reaches 20. Big milestone in this 4th set. They lead 2-1, trying to put this game away. Lindsay LaPinta over. Cahill handles. Kujamat back. Presley, can she find the floor? Yes, she can. Bell Lauby lays all the way out, but can't make the play. Sager back in for Kujamat. Klemp back in, the leader in kills for DePaul. She has 12 on 24 attempts, 333, hitting percentage with 4 blocks. Jill Presley right behind with 11 kills, 29 attempts, 1 assist, 1 ace, 7 digs, and a block. Otten back, Mattil, serve over. 2 players hit it, look to be Otten and Tyler. They miscommunicate, knock it out of play. So tie game now, 20-20. BG still leads 2 sets to nothing, but crunch time for the Falcons, trying to get out of here and avoiding the 15-point 5th set. Sager, Lauby. Otten with the set, across to Tyler. Tyler, is it in? Yes, it hit the line. Mia Tyler with a kill. That's her 4th of the day, ties Amanda Otten. Big one for the Falcons to get them on top. 21 for Bowling Green, 20 for DePaul, and the serve is long from Amanda Otten. Bad time for that one, ties the game back up 21 apiece. And the serve goes back to Jill Presley, who has an ace already today. She just tied Audrey Klemp for 12 kills. One of the best players on the court. Goes to Lauby, keeps it up, but they have to dump it over. DePaul looking to capitalize on this. Sager to Klemp, the block, and a point goes to BG. Good block by Mattil. Newblatt and Hernandez back in the game for the Falcons. Serve goes to Sydney Hernandez. Chooses the back left side, right behind the 5 zone. Presley handles. Back across, Klemp gives it up. Can they get it back over? Yes, they can. Newblatt fixes the bad handle. Sager the quick across the middle, and it is in. Fantastic play by Caitlin Oxley. I apologize, that's number 10, Megan Scholes. She exits the game immediately, but does the damage as she ties the game back up at 22. Quick over the middle, aiming right back for that 5 zone. Otten Click again to Mattil. Can they keep it up? Newblatt gets it over. Fantastic play just to keep the play alive. Sager way across the Klemp. Off the block by Hovey. BG takes the point. 23 BG, 22 DePaul. BG encroaching on set point. Mattil with the serve. Krasowski. Sager to Klemp. Off the block. Otten keeps it up. Mattil. Attack from Newblatt. Finds the floor. Krasowski overplayed it. Set point for Bowling Green. BG with a 2-point buffer. They need one to put the match away. Service to Mattil. Presley. Sager. Klemp. In. Yes. Klemp gets credit for the kill. 24-23. And Daniela Tomic is going to use a flyer and challenge that last play to see if Klemp was in. That'll be a big challenge for the Falcons. If the ball was long, BG will take the match on that alone. We'll see the replay here in a minute. Official has the technology looking at it. It looks to be in, but just slightly off frame from what I can see. Sydney Hernandez looks up but doesn't touch it. The angle looks like it hits in. Looks like it is going to be in. We'll see what the official says. 24-23. After saying that the kill from Audrey Klemp stayed in. With that kill, she advances to 13. The play stands. So BGSU leads 24-23. DePaul trailing one. They trail in sets by one as well. BG can put the match away, scoring a point here. LaPinta, Hovey, Otten, Andrews, Newblatt, and Sydney Hernandez. Starters for the Falcons. The serve goes back to Ashley Kujamat. Assume she's going to go with the safe serve here. Just keep it in play. Make Bowling Green make a play to beat them. Leaves it in. Hernandez to Otten. Otten to Hovey. Off the block. Out of play! BG wins in the final set. 25-23. Hovey's 17th kill. And BG puts away the Blue Demons in 4 sets. We will step away for just a quick minute in the McGrath-Phillips Arena. When we come back, we'll have a short post-game on WBGU 88.1 FM. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Fuad Revais, a home builder. Did you know there's a deadly, invisible radioactive gas that can seep into homes from underground? It's radon. Breathing radon can cause lung cancer. So protect your family. Talk to your builder. Tell them you want a healthier, safer, radon-resistant home.
Learn more. Visit the EPA at epa.gov/radon. That's epa.gov/radon. This public service announcement is brought to you by the EPA, who does not endorse this particular builder or any other commercial enterprise.
A ranger station.
I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
I put out my campfire and Smokey Bear hugged me.
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's just letting you know you did good.
Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
I'm gonna let you go now. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
BG ended it the way they started it, winning 25-23 in the 4th set. As they did in the first, they also took the 2nd set as well, allowing DePaul to take the 3rd. Lauren Hovey got the final kill of the game, the dagger in the heart of the Blue Demons. She had 17 kills on 31 attempts, 1 assist, 2 aces, 7 digs, 4 blocks. Again, avoided the double-double by 3 digs, but still had an outstanding day. Jordan Newblatt, 12 kills on 26 attempts, 4 digs for her as well. Jessica Andrews with 11 kills on 19 attempts and 9 blocks for Jessica Andrews, almost with a double-double herself in kills and blocks. Alexis Mattil had 9 kills on 17 attempts. Very solid stuff early from her. .412 hitting percentage across the day with 3 blocks, 2 digs, and a service ace. Mia Tyler and Amanda Otten rounded out the killing with 4. And then Amanda Otten also totaled 43 assists. Yes, I did not read that wrong. 43 assists from Amanda Otten, as well as 5 digs and 1 block. Audrey Klemp on the side of the Blue Demons, 13 kills on 29 attempts, 4 blocks as well, a .241 hitting percentage. She was the offensive X factor for DePaul, as well as Jill Presley. She had 12 kills on 30 attempts, a better hitting percentage at .333, an assist, an ace, 7 digs and 1 block, so doing a little bit of everything was Jill Presley. Allie Kindleberger again had 6 blocks. That was her biggest stat of the day, as well as 7 kills, but those 6 blocks really stifled the Falcons. She also had 2 aces and 2 assists as well. Luisa Junku had 6 kills. Megan Scholes had 5. Yagmor Yavuz had 4, and Rachel Krasowski had 2. She also had 3 assists and 7 digs. Amanda Sager had 23 assists, and Ashley Kujamat had 15 from the setter tandem today. The final score, again, 3-1, Bowling Green over DePaul. They took the first set 25-23, the second set 25-19, the third set they dropped to DePaul 15-25, and then in the third set they finished it how they started, 25-13. Bowling Green did a better job with their blockers today. Not quite as good as yesterday, but especially in those first 2 sets, got up, got tall, rejected hits, especially from Klemp and Presley, and a little bit of the weaker outside hitters as well. Did a fantastic job in that regard, stayed calm, came all the way back in that 4th set, inevitably winning it, and now they get ready to get on the bus and go back home. Again, final score 3-1, BG over DePaul University in McGrath-Phillips Arena in DePaul. So that's it for BGSU Volleyball in Chicago this weekend. BGVB, FMSN, and myself, thank you for joining us all weekend. BG takes 2 wins out of 3 games and advanced their record to 5-4. For today's recap and all other BGSU sports news and updates, go to bgfalconmedia.com or BG_FMSN on Twitter. FMSN and BGVB will be back in the Stroh Center Friday, September 20th, bringing you the game versus Ohio State. Should be an outstanding game from the Falcons and the Buckeyes. If you do not attend the game in person, please tune in to 88.1 WBGU for the broadcast at 5:45 for pregame and 6 p.m. for first serve. And same thing for the game on Saturday in Columbus, Ohio. We will have the call for FMSN on 88.1 WBGU at 12:45 for pregame and 1 p.m. For first serve between the Falcons and the Buckeyes. Once again, visit bgfalconmedia.com and BG_FMSN on Twitter for BGSU Volleyball news and updates, and follow BGSU Volleyball on all social media outlets as well. For the final time this weekend, but not for the year, I am Ben Korak from the Falcon Media Sports Network, and you are listening to WBGU 88.1 FM, your home for BGSU Volleyball.
This broadcast has been a Falcon Media Sports Network production. For more BGSU sports news and updates, follow Falcon Media Sports Network on Twitter X at BG_FMSN, BG Falcon Media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and head over to BGFalconmedia.com.